just doing a quick test with the SAMSON Q9U microphone here. It's on a very short mic stand. It's on its own brand name actually, SAMSON MD5 mic stand. Now the Behringer B2 Pro microphone I usually have next to me here, that is, I might just turn off the portrait mode on the Mac. There we go. I haven't bothered to turn my lights on at the moment. So there's the Behringer B2 Pro and SAMSON Q9U here. Now, just a little bit of a note on mic stands. If you're having a fairly longish kind of a mic stand, a big mic stand, you don't want it right in your face, I probably wouldn't use it on a Rode DS1 desktop stand or something like that. I wouldn't use that. I'd probably use one a little bit shorter. When I'm referring to these mic stands, these are the ones that are, you know, you can make the neck of them longer and then you tighten up the adjuster. So like the Rode desktop stand, you'll notice at the lowest point, lowest altitude, shall we say, the Rode DS1 is quite a tall mic stand. So it could be a mic stand like that may possibly be a little bit too high for some microphones. For example, with the Behringer B2 Pro being a side addressed microphone, you'll notice that it'll probably be too high. So I would use something like maybe the K&M desktop stand. That's what I'm using. If you want to have something just a little bit shorter, and pardon me, and maybe not have it right in front of you, but just to the side, like that, just to help out with plosives. Now I've got that turned down to nothing on the RØDECaster Pro at the moment. But I'm just speaking only into the Q9U. Now, if you need an even shorter mic stand, desktop mic stand, then of course maybe consider the SAMSON MD5. So I think the K&M desktop stand works well with the Behringer B2 Pro height-wise, but something like that, you have it on the side of you because you'll probably get bad plosives if you haven't got the foam thing on it. I don't like to have the foam thing on it. The only foam thingo or sock, whatever I'm using, this is when I do use this microphone, is I don't know, I just think that looks cool and help out with plosives. But that's the Rode Broadcaster, of course. Yeah, so the right height, I think a good height is the K&M stand for the Behringer, and of course the SAMSON Q9U, being an end address mic, you've got the little extra reach, so you wouldn't want it right in front of you. As I said, you'd probably want to have a slightly shorter desktop stand again, and that is the SAMSON MD5. So I should have put my lights on, but I won't bother. I'm not too sure if I'm going to upload this video. Just excuse the lighting, but I just didn't bother today with this one. Now I'm just going to go into the mic settings. Now I've got on the RØDECaster Pro, I've got the SAMSON Q9U mic here set to 45. That's because if I set it to 40, which I'll do now, it's just a little bit too low. So my voice is only going into the beginning of the safe speaking area. It's just in the beginning of it. It's not good. So I think 45 is a very, very good volume now. As you know, with the original RØDECaster Pro, the maximum mic level is 55. So if I do that, it's going to pick up background noise and other noise, even with the sound gate turned on. So if you have it on 55, that's within a good range. It's nice and loud, but it's still well within the safe range. Voice goes up to about halfway or so, but to be a safe bet, I think 45 is a good compromise between background noise and still being able to hear the speaker, so as in the person speaking. So I think I'd set the RØDECaster Pro at 45 for the SAMSON Q9U, so that's why I've obviously done that. Going to go into processing. I've got noise gate, de-esser and compressor. Now those three ones are my defaults for any microphone. I think that should be the bare minimum, but I've also got the big bottom on and the high pass filter. Now on the top switch of the back of the SAMSON Q9U, I've got the high pass turned on to allow more, sorry, not the high pass, I've got it's called mid-tone or something, to allow my voice to sort of come through a bit more, hopefully. But with the bottom one, I did have that roll off. I did have that turned off, but now I've turned it on. So now both switches are on, so I've got rid of a bit of rumble from or low frequency noises because a bit of background noise occasionally, and I've got the mid turn on. So both switches are activated on the back of the the SAMSON Q9U microphone, as well as the high pass filter on the RØDECaster Pro and also the big bottom on the RØDECaster Pro. Oral exciter on the RØDECaster is turned off. Going to turn it on right now. There you go, that's the oral exciter, but that's probably a little bit too harsh, so going to turn that back off again now. Let's turn off the big bottom on the RØDECaster Pro, and that might sound a bit clearer, but it's probably going to be a little bit more, I don't know, maybe not quite as good. Let's turn off high pass filter. So this is more basic, but I'm going to turn the high pass and the big bottom back on now, but leave the oral exciter turned off. So anyway, this has just been a bit of a test with the SAMSON Q9U, and hopefully that sounds good. I may bump up the audio a little bit in post-processing in iMovie, just in case it's not quite a good volume to my liking. So, you know, it'll probably end up being boosted up just a little bit just to get a bit more volume. Anyway, that's it for me from now, and ciao ciao.